Acheron moved it down. What? Yo, what is up? There has been some crazy tier list changes on Prydwen here, and I want to talk about them, my thoughts, and what's going on. I'm not gonna lie, let me know what you guys think, because there is definitely some hot takes here, but I think they can be kind of understood in a way based on the criteria that they do have. All right, so we've got the tier list here. Version 2.6 Rappa patch. Also, let me know if you guys pulled for Rappa or if you're skipping her. A lot of people are definitely skipping her. I personally pulled for her. She might go. I've been enjoying my Rappa a lot, maxed her out, I have a video that I just made of me maxing her out if you want to go check that out. Testing her modes and stuff, But besides that, so changelog here, they changed a lot. I don't want to read through all of this because that's an essay that, you yap a little bit. But one of the biggest ones is up here. Acheron moved down from T0 to T0.5. Despite the release of Jiao Cho, who made Acheron much better, when comparing Acheron teams to Fei Zhao teams, Acheron falls a bit short. To be clear, Acheron isn't weak, but Fei Zhao has proven she's unreliable, not in just one, but multiple teams, allowing her to clear MOC stages effortlessly. My Rappa is doing her idle animation in the background. Okay, anyways, I forgot where I was even at, but I already know someone read this, this thing, and was like, Acheron moved down! No! No! Prydwen! Ah! Prydwen, you're gonna pay for this one. You'll remember me, Prydwen! See, okay, now the thing with Acheron moving is I think a lot of people don't know that Prydwen, for their criteria, they do E0, S0 of all the characters, but after learning that, I think other characters need to change on this list, if I had to be honest. There is other people. Oh my god, there's so much inside this changelog. I think I just scroll down. Yeah, I feel like there's other people that need to change, but we'll discuss that later. Other people that changed, Jingliu, Sealy, Kafka Swan, Dot, Shui Luca, they moved to Fire Trailblazer for whatever reason. Who is using Fire Trailblazer? Sparkle moved down, interesting. Blade, Yukong, Branya, and Pella all had slot moves. So let's go right into the tier list here. So starting from the top here, big one, Acheron moved down to tier 0.5 out of tier 0. So now Fei Zhao is the queen of tier 0 right now. Now, my thing with tier 0 is I think if they're going to make these, the egregious moves of E0, S0, Firefly probably needs to move down because Firefly is not the same tier as Fei Zhao. Now, I know they're in different slots, as one's damage deal, as one's specialist, but I feel like they could just move down Firefly. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure most people have been more informed now. Boot Hill and Firefly are not far off from each other. There's a lot of times where Boot Hill is better. There's a lot of times where, Boot Hill is putting in that work, or he's just doing the same amount of work. Boot Hill is super underrated. I personally didn't get him because I just didn't have the juice. I think he's a fire character. I would love to pick him up one day, but I don't know when the when the juice is gonna be right for me to pull him to pick him up one day. Like Blade, I couldn't get Blade at the start of the game, so I got him on like his second or third rerun. Whenever he ran with Ron May, I think it was Ron May. No, not with Ron May. Someone else. Maybe it was Ron May. I don't know. Whenever Blade reran, second time or third time, that's when I got him. So yeah, but. Yeah, I personally don't have Boot Hill, but I've seen him. I've played Boot Hill. He's a GOAT. He's definitely the GOAT. I think either, I think she just has to move down into Boot Hill tier, to be honest. Now, for damage dealer, though, Acheron, I think, is fine E0, S0 at tier 0.5. A lot of people think, like, if a character moves down, like, they're terrible, the character's brick, they're unusable, you can't play them anymore. That's not the case. Acheron moved down because Fei Zhao just has so many team options. Acheron, to this day, still doesn't actually have a set team for her that's, like, all dedicated to her. In most of Fei Zhao's teams, all the characters are, like, kind of dedicated to her, even if they work for other characters. Like, she has like 3 perfect teams, Acheron only really has like 1 perfect team, and that's with Jiao Cho, but it's not even a perfect team. It's the same thing with Jingliu, who also moved down, but she did just get buffed by a new artifact set. Plan on farming a lot for that. I've got 30 fuel to, pump for that, so stay tuned for that as well if you're interested in seeing a big, fuel drop on that. But unrelated, yeah, Young Lee and Ratio should not be in Acheron tier. That is the other thing. E0 S0 Ratio and E0 S0 Yun Li both need to move down. Maybe not Yun Li. I feel like Yun Li's really good. Yun Li's really good, and they've been releasing a bunch of enemies that attack a lot. So Yun Li's looking like insane. But Ratio, I love Ratio. He definitely has to move down. He definitely has to move down. And honestly, if Ratio moves down, D-Hill probably has to move down as well. And Blade, I don't know how he moved up. I'm not gonna lie. How did Blade... Wait. How did Blade move up? Wait a minute. What did they say for Blade? Dual DPS teams. I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest, I love Blade. Blade's dispatching of you in 10 cycles, okay? Like, I know there's win weakness on this, okay? But, like, I don't think Blade can hold his... I don't think he can hold his spot right here. And especially when Break... Yeah, no. Okay, no. Blade definitely has to move down. Because Himiko has Super Break. And Super Break has been getting glazed for the past 3 patches. 4 patches, 5 patches, whatever. And Super Break Blade is obsolete. So they 100% need to move him down into tier 2. 100%. Also, I guess Clara's fine. You know, she has to be below Yun Li. D-Hill, I played D-Hill on people's accounts, E0. I don't think he can stay up here. Especially if Ratio moves down. It depends though. It always depends on the content, I guess, but they can either be same tier or D-Hill moves down. 100% though, Acheron needs to be solo in tier 0.5. 100% without a doubt, Acheron needs to be tier 0.5 by herself. Tier 0 Fei Zhao, tier 0.5 Acheron, and that's it, you know? Other people are gentler. Dude, oh my god, the downfall of Serval, man. A lot of people probably don't care about Serval. She's a free character you get to start a game. Okay, but I love Serval, man. But her downfall is crazy. I think a lot of people don't know that Serval has a crazy downfall. She can't even clear MOC nowadays. Like, without insane levels. Like, 4 dance on your team. 5-star light cone. Your whole team has rate up light cones. Like, man... Just for proof, you know, I am the Serval guy. Okay? You know, my Serval, she's been maxed out since, like, after 6 months of the game, something happened, like, Serval just fell off. Like, she stopped being able to clear MOC. Like, I genuinely think you cannot clear Serval MOC without, like, insane investment. And even then, it's, like, barely clearing. Which is crazy. And also, she's not even just fallen off in just MOC. I feel like she's fallen off in pure fiction as well, which is crazy. Like, how is the Erudition character? Look, she's in the same tier as Dr. Ratio. That's insane. I feel like she can't be this bad. Like, her kit is just, it's just outdated. She doesn't do enough damage. And yeah. I think one thing that would have saved Serval's like longevity as a character is if her A1 or E, whatever it is, when she does an extra shock, it's like Galvanic Records, yeah. Whenever she did this, if this was counted as like a follow-up attack, maybe that would have helped her out a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, that is the reality of Serval. She's just falling off. You can't play Serval in literally anything. Like literally anything, she's bad. That was just a side tangent though. I love Serval, but yeah, she's falling off. Other people that moved with Sealy, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have anything to say about Sealy. I've seen people do. I feel like Sealy players are one tricks, you know? It's like you've been playing Sealy since the start of the game. Most people, they have like their Sealy catered to whatever amount of vertical investment and they know all about Sealy. Sealy. Let me know if you disagree with Sealy's movement here. I mean, realistically, it kind of makes sense that she's moved down. She is a quantum character. There hasn't been any quantum weakness in the game for a while now, so kind of makes sense that she moved down. Now, going back into specialist tab here, we have, I was discussing Firefly and Blue Hill earlier. Like I said, I think Firefly needs to move down into 0.5, but that's just me. Now, Rappa, I think Rappa can be in 0.5. I don't know why they're acting like there's a big disperse between these break characters. Like, I don't know what they're cooking with the big disperse between break characters. I just recently cleared everything with Rappa, E0, S0. I just have her maxed out. My build, the only crazy thing on my Rappa build, let me know. I feel like it's my speed. That's it. I have very high speed, you know? I've got the pokey 175 speed build. Like, that's about it. But it's a break character. All you're looking for is speed, you know? Speed or bust, you know what I'm saying? Bust? Or maybe I'll take it all. But, yeah, also, in the reviews, I feel like she's just getting crazy doom posted, and like people are gonna parrot this, which is another like annoying thing. Like, okay, also there's a JJK meme in here for whatever reason, but besides that, I don't agree with some of these cons. Like, okay, highly ultimate reliant to deal damage. That's all the break characters in the game right now. Doesn't have weakness implant for targeted breaking. She has ignore. And if you are like playing against something where it's super hard to break them, you cater your team to break the enemy so that when Rappa goes in, you know, she getting to break with her ults. Want consistent breaking to be at full power. That's every break character. That's every break character. Imaginary break is pitiful compared to other types. That's like the only con, I guess, but like a delay is good. The more they're delayed, the more you can do, you know, the more you can pop those breaks on them because you're fast, you know. Direct competitors are unparalleled. See, I think this is just Capatronics. I think this is generally Capatronics. I don't know. That's just me. Requires an additional source of break damage or super break damage to thrive. That is literally every character. That is literally... All of them need Harmony MC minimum. No. Boot Hill doesn't actually need Harmony MC. If this is a con for Rappa, then Boot Hill should be above all of them. Boot Hill should be above all of them. Firefly needs Harmony MC and Ranmei, okay? Rappa needs Harmony MC, and then Boot Hill needs Ranmei. So all of them need one of the two. There's no one that doesn't need either one, okay? And then Potential Woman. Yeah, I honestly don't agree with this. I do not agree with this at all. Now, March, Mose, those are fine. Dot is just what it is. You know, Dot hasn't had anything coming with it. It's just Dot. I don't know what to say. Now, one thing I will say, though, is I don't think Swan directly fills Kafka, but no one probably has Swan if they're not playing Dot. I think that's another reason why she's moved down, is another thing. They probably don't cater that, but if I was to think about it, most people that have Swan have Kafka, vice versa, or like something like that, you know? Because Black Swan has more value as a character than Kafka does. Kafka is only Dot, while Swan, like they say here, debuffs. She can do all type res reduction when you get E1. And then just base kit, she's able to make all dots be on a target. She's able to do a damage vulnerability on enemy turn, and she's able to do defense shred. And then she also does damage outside of being on dot. If you have her on literally like just dot build supporting, I don't know, like say a doctor ratio for debuffs, you're still getting some good Arcana damage in there, which is I think is pretty fine. See, I don't know if it puts her into tier 1 though. Maybe, if anything, it would have to move Kafka down to tier 2, but I see why they're both in the tier 1.5. I think it makes sense. Have both of them in here, they're both dot at the end of the day. And then down here, I don't think really any of this matters. You know, Shui, Luca, they need to be on type weakness, and that's about it. My goat, Susheng, though, she's fall off. Susheng fall off, that's crazy. And then Harmony characters, this is pretty valid. Robin, Ranmei, undisputed, you know, they're the goats. Jiao Shou, another super underrated character that a lot of people skipped. He is very good. He gives you ult damage reduction, he gives you damage vulnerability, he gives you all that, you know? He has like 100% uptime with all of his buffs. He's super easy to build. You just need effect hit rate speed. That's it. He's like that. He's that guy. He's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Harmony MC, you know, they're the one for break. That's about it. Until you know, a certain someone comes out. A certain someone. You know what I'm saying? 5-star Fuga. Yoi Tenkai. Fukuma Musashi. Anyways, tier 1 though, Bronya and Pella moved up and Sparkle moved down. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was talking about this in previous tier lists, but what I was saying was that Tingyun needed to move up, but instead they moved everyone to Tingyun tier. I think that's fine. I think honestly, for the past 6 months, Tingyun has been in the same tier as all of these amplifier characters, they want to call it that. Tingyun is the GOAT, and new Tingyun is going to be the GOAT. She's going to be the GOAT. New Tingyun, easy tier 0. I wouldn't know what new Tingyun does, but if I was to know, you know, there may be 4 characters in the newest tier 0 of amplifier soon. You know, soon TM. I don't know. That's just me though. But yeah, Bronya's been getting some new use. You know, you can use her with Fei Zhao. You can use her Boot Hill, stuff like that. Pella, she's a GOAT, defense shred. Sylph fall off needs to be studied. What else? Sparkle. Yeah, Sparkle, she's just kind of sparkling is what it is. You know, she's just she's just kind of nowadays a Bronya side grade. They do like the same thing with a different, you know, a different identity to it. And Tingyun's my goat. That's about it. Asta Lil Guay. See, I was fighting for Lil Guay to move up, but nowadays I think she's fine in tier 2. She has like a very like niche spot, honestly. You could play her in Super Break, but she's not the best, you know. I have a video playing Super Break with her, you know. It's not terrible, you know. I think I did like 2 or 3 cycles with it, so it's not bad, you know. But you are playing Super Break at the end of the day. Like, there's other characters going there, but... And then in terms of just for her vulnerabilities, it's better early game than late game because you'll probably have more characters. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And then Yukong, oh my god. The actual skull emoji-con on Forgotten Ones. Actual skull emoji-con on the Forgotten Ones. They should get a spinning skull and just put it on here. I have it as one of my Twitch emotes, a spinning skull. Just put it down here as a Twitch emote. Just yoink it from 7TV or something and just put it on there. I'm surprised Hanya 2 up from Yukong. I mean, she does have more value. You can use her in like a lot of stuff. All right, and then lastly, sustains here. There's not really much to talk about with sustains. Not much has changed from the previous tier listing. I mean, sustains are sustains. Fujuan is surprisingly still in tier 0.5. Now, I have a maybe a hot take about Fujuan. I think a lot of people think Fujuan fell off, but if you have Fujuan, okay, from her first banner, I think she still gives you a lot of value. I don't know. I use, for example, like my ACHERON, right? My ACHERON team for, I think, for pretty much everything, like permanently. I rarely use, I know a lot of people use like Pella Silkwolf. I know that team's not like terrible, but a guy like me, I'm running the Quad Mommies team, you know what I'm saying? I run the ACHERON, Kafka Swan, Fujuan, and she's on the Trend Light Cone. Clears everything in the game. All Pure Fiction, all Apocalyptic Shadow, all MOC. You know, I feel like she does her job. And she gives a little bit of crit rate buff to my ACHERON as well, which is pretty nice, you know? So, that's just me. Now, Locha, same thing. Locha is different though, because Locha, he's literally just healing. Gives you no buffs or anything. At least Fujuan gives you a crit rate buff, you know? But yeah, Gallagher still the GOAT. Lingsha still the GOAT. I think Lingsha's probably going to move up to tier 0 once, you know, the break starts popping off here in the future as they keep catering it to it, because the way loves break for whatever reason. Hoyo just keep juicing break, but yeah, and Lingsha, she is also kind of the GOAT. She's kind of insane. Still have Ho-Ho eventually in tier 0, makes sense. Everything else, yup. I think that's about it for my thoughts on these new tier lists. Let me know what you think. Lasting thoughts here, I think that's about it, honestly. Last thoughts, like I said, Ratio moved down, maybe Yumli moved down, Firefly moved down, and honestly, I think this is the most I've agreed with a Prydwen tier list, if I had to be honest. Most I've agreed. Oh, and Rappa move up, Rappa move up. Rappa move up. Maybe not, though. Maybe Rappa move other people down? No, but these are just as good. I don't know. I don't know if I want her in tier 0.5 or tier 1. I feel like she's not that far off from them. Like, I genuinely think she's not. If anything, Boot Hill has more cases where he's better than both of them. That's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, what you agree, what you disagree with, and I'll be seeing you. Goodbye.